Hey everybody, wherever whenever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in the Rock Cloud for another Exception Protocol special run for Season 87. With this season's character pool, I'll be taking Lewis, Darkstar Hubble, Undine, Turing, Nanaka, Florence, Chelsea, and Croc. For our protocols, we'll be taking Case Matrix, Flash Charge Negative, Peak Status Negative, and Fragile Curse. Our first layer takes us to Enigma Sector, and for our functions we're going to focus on specialist function sets here, so I'm going to lock Vulnerability Fix and Total Suppression here. For our pathing, we've got either of these advanced zones, through this advanced zone elevator, through this anomaly area, through this intermediate zone, through this elementary zone elevator, through this intermediate zone elevator, through this intermediate zone, through this anomaly area, through this advanced zone, through this elementary zone elevator, through this intermediate zone. So we'll start over on this bottom line. And let's see, let's have Lewis on the Trojan tile is fine, Undine over here in the back. We'll put Turing over here, Darkstar Hubble over here, and Nanaka on the debuff immunity tile. Okay. And then we'll skip these, and then let's take this intermediate zone. Lewis on the debuff immunity tile, we'll put Turing on the sniper tile, and then Darkstar Hubble over here, Nanaka over here. Actually, we'll have Nanaka over here. Okay, skip these, and then we'll take this elementary zone. Lewis on the taunt tile, and then let's have Nanaka over here. Turing at the back. Actually, no, only at the back, and then Turing over here, and then Darkstar Hubble over here on the Trojan tiles. Okay, and then skip these. And from here, let's take this advanced zone over here. Let's put Darkstar Hubble on the herb tile, Turing over here, and then Turing over here, and then Undine over here. Lewis over on the Trojan tile. Okay, we'll pick this up. Take the steer. And okay, False God is the boss this special season, so we'll take the Root Protocol and the Negative Protocol. Skip these, and then let's take this anomaly area. And we're gonna sell Overdrive Reset and Swift Strike. We'll take this intermediate zone here. Lewis over here, Nanaka on the debuff immunity, Turing on the sniper tile. Okay. And then let's take this elementary zone. Let's put Lewis in the taunt tile, and then Nanaka over here, Undine at the back. Skip these. Take this intermediate zone here. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna take Miasma and Diversified Investment. This is gonna be tricky since we're running 4 specialists, but we'll try it. Maybe they have enough damage anyway. Let's take this intermediate zone here. And then Undine. Actually no, Lewis over here, Nanaka over here. Darkstar Hubble on the herb tile. Then we'll have Undine on the Trojan tile. Okay. And then we'll skip these. We'll take this anomaly area here. And we're gonna sell incremental pursuit and hunting signal. We'll take this advanced zone here. Closing the Tanta. Monica over here. Dean at the back. Take Dragon Slayer as well. And then we're gonna skip these. And we can take this weaker advance zone. Wait, let's try Undine on the Herb Tile instead. And then Lewis up front. Okay, we'll pick this up. Take pressurization, and then we'll buy total suppression and vulnerability fix. And then for the recovery area, we're gonna upgrade vulnerability fix. And let's take both of these protocols. Take this out to terminal. And here, let's have, we can still keep Lewis, it's fine. Just like no one else I wanna swap that anyway. Okay. We're gonna skip these, and then we'll take this anomaly area, and we'll take the +1. Our secondary takes us to Pierre the Sector, and for our pathing, we're gonna take this recovery area over here, through this recovery area elevator, through this anomaly area, through this elementary zone, through this intermediate zone elevator. Actually, through this elementary zone, through this reinforcement area, through this elementary zone, through this advanced zone, through this elementary zone elevator, through this intermediate zone. So we'll start over on this bottom line. Let's have Lewis over here. And then let's have... yeah, Nanaka's fine on the overdrive tile. And here... yeah, that's fine. Okay. We'll take lethal ambush here, and then let's take this intermediate zone. Lewis over here. Actually, no, we can have Lewis on the teleporter, and then let's have Exorable on the overdrive tile. Nanaka over here, turning over here. Okay, then we'll take the turns. And then let's take... actually, let's sell one assist function first before we take this advanced zone. And then we'll take this elementary zone here. Actually, we could maybe do that. Let's have Nanaka over here instead. And let's take both of these negative protocols. And hash rate stacking. Then we go up to this advanced zone. And then here, let's have... yeah, something like this. It's not gonna work. Might be time for a Nanaka ult. Where did Lewis die? Did she leave? Oh, I think Lewis left the There we go. Ooh, that's a problem. If it's a Chelsea assist, I'm gonna get confused which one is the backline Chelsea and then the actual Chelsea assist. So I think we'll sell this. And then we'll take Lone Rider. Okay. And then let's take the upgrade to deterrence as well as hash rate energy. And let's take this elementary zone. Let's move Lewis over here on the overdrive tile with Monica in the back. And then do something like this. Okay, and then we'll take total suppression and high frequency calculation. We'll skip the others. And for the reinforcement area, I think we want to weaken the effect of diversified investment here, so we're gonna have to guarantee the class, but it has to be someone that synergizes with the summon team anyway, while not being a specialist. So I'm gonna pay the 50 cash coins. We're gonna go for warrior first, and then I'm gonna put in. So we have a few options here. We could go for either Fern, Jiang Yu, or actually no, it's just Fern and Jiang Yu. We're gonna go for Jiang Yu, and we're gonna drop Rock for Jiang Yu, and then let's take this elementary zone here. We'll put Lewis on the overdrive tile. Then we'll drop. I'm gonna drop Turing actually. And we'll have Jiang Yu on the board. Okay, we'll skip these. We'll take this anomaly area here. Pay the 50 cash coins. That was a little too fast for me to save Nanaka there. We'll take both of these negative protocols. Then we'll take the recovery area. And I'm going to upgrade vulnerability fix. And then we'll take this recovery area over here and upgrade actually, which one? I think we'll just upgrade deterrence. Then here we'll upgrade total suppression. And then here, let's have the 2 melee on the teleporters. Does she actually die before I can get the ult off? Oh, she just dies before I get the ult off. Okay, we'll swap out for Florence then. And then... That's too many. No, but if I'm gonna use Nanagold, I have to like position them close together. There we go. There we go. We'll skip these. And then let's take this anomaly area here. +1. And we'll take the last negative protocol.
記憶。
Our third layer takes us to Ascension Sector, and for our pathing, we'll take this advanced zone over here, through this anomaly area, through this elementary zone, through this intermediate zone, through this elementary zone elevator, through this reinforcement area, through this elementary zone, through this function library elevator, through this advanced zone, through this elementary zone, through this intermediate zone. So we'll start over on this third line. Since this is Ascension Sector, I'm going to sell my assist functions here. Let's have Janny on the teleporter, Lewis up front, Dark Harapal on the overdrive top. They'll have Undine on the back and Nanako over here.
イントロだ。ブラックホールは全てを飲み込むわ。
Okay, we'll skip these.
遅かれ早
And
か
we're
れ。
gonna sell Flip Flop. Take this intermediate zone here. Okay, we'll swap Undine for Turing.
イントロだ。戦いなら光と逃れられはしない。忘れ去った記憶を星空に留めておける。
Then we're gonna sell Rogue Bomb Impact. We'll take this elementary zone. We'll swap Undine back on the board.
イントロだ。起動に。 虎のように舞い、竜のようになる。準備運動にしかなんないじゃん。
Okay, and then we'll take Beacon Boost here. I'm going to sell Nexus Composite. And here we'll take this Advanced Zone. Okay, we don't get the ult meter until they actually die. Let's put Undine over here.
起動に。干からびちゃうにゃ。トナカイが。おもちゃがアベントデルバンチェ。セフンク。戦いなら。からびちゃう。おもちゃが。
Would Florence work better?
起動に。おもちゃが。
No. I'll just die. Okay. I might have to drop Lewis so we get a bit more HP. Drop Undine. We have Lone Rider, right? Yeah, we have Lone Rider. This might work better, funnily enough.
うさぎですね。一丁上がり。
No, does not work better. Hmm.
戦いならこの私にお任せ。 ぎ星の飛躍一丁上がり虎のように舞い竜のようになるおもちゃが壊れちゃった
Oh, we got hit there.
戦いならこの私にお任せ虎のように舞い竜のようになる
Well, that actually worked better since we had more HP for the fight itself. Let's take Connected Matrix. And we'll take Fracturing Strike. I'm going to sell Roborn Impact. And then from here, let's take this function library. Setless function, so we're going to discard these. And then we'll take this elementary zone. I guess we can keep this to formation for now. Okay, and then we're gonna skip these. And then let's take this and sell Nexus Composite. We'll take the reinforcement area. Then here, we might have to change strategy. So let's still run specialists. I'm already locked in on Jiang Yu, so we have to keep her in. But with Jiang Yu and Undine, and then if we want to maintain Fated Confrontation, I have to bring either a sniper or a guard here. Of the snipers, I think... The only one who has summons, if I remember correctly, is... The only one who has summons is Kurisu. But she doesn't perfectly work well with the summon team. Or rather, she doesn't perfectly work well with Spectrum Protocol, because she's gonna pause the clock, or pause everyone else while the clock is running. So I have to think of someone who synergizes with Jiang Yu, and I'm probably gonna run Undine instead. There's our Hubble. Or we could just go for just raw power. Okay, I have an idea. So we can drop... We're gonna have to drop a specialist here. We're gonna drop Turing. And then we're gonna put in... We're gonna put in Angelus. We don't have the specialists that actually give dodge, but we do have the dodge set. So we can maybe can maybe make things work somehow. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then let's take this elementary zone here. So we have a specialist, a warrior, a sniper, and a medic. We'll put Changyu on the top bar, we'll put Lewis over here. Okay, we'll skip these. And then we'll sell Nexus Cycle. And then we'll go up to this intermediate zone here. Okay, and then let's skip these for now. And then I'm gonna sell Nexus Composite again. Take this elementary zone. Okay, and then here, we're gonna skip these. And I'm going to sell Robe Arm Impact. Take this anomaly area. Take the +1. And then we'll take this advanced zone here. And we'll pick this up. Take Reflect. And skip these. And I'm going to sell Nexus Composite again. For our recovery area, we're gonna upgrade actually, which one caps out, or which one is sold as purple? Rebattle Move is the one that's not sold as purple. I think we upgrade hash rate energy. And then we'll take this output terminal. And then for this one, we'll have Angelus on the flash attack tile. We'll have Changyu on the teleporter to the hurt tile. And we'll have Florence over here. Or I could put, yeah, we could put Changyu on the Daredevil tile so she gets a bonus later. And then just run 3. This might work actually. Put it on auto ultimate as well. Okay, and then we'll skip these and we'll upgrade our shop. We have a max deck size of 16 plus the 3 assist function, so 19. For special is not that great. I don't expect, even if we get a high score here, I don't expect we'll be at the top of the leaderboard by the end of even the first week. But we'll see how high we can get. So let's roll down for cards here. Take Upgrade to Beacon Boost. We'll take Pre-Battle Mobilization. I could take Neighboring Overflow as an option. Since we're committed to not run like full specialists anymore, I kind of don't have to go for all the set bonuses. You just get gold cards. You can take this. We'll take the upgrades of hash rate stacking. Action computations doesn't really work that well unless we have any of the other cards as well, so we're gonna skip that. We'll take Shadow Evasion. we'll skip Floating Shot, we'll take Bloodthirsty Rhythm. I'll take Bloodthirsty March as well. That's an easy upgrade since 40% is for purple. We'll take Efficient Allocation. We'll take Global Protection. Okay, actually, I don't really need this actually. You know what? Let's sell down some cards, right? And drop pre-battle mobilization as well. We'll take... I should have taken the other one. We can take this. This is fine actually. Let's see if we can get the one for the snipers. Fast prep, I think we can get upgraded. Okay, we can take that one. I'm gonna drop Hash Rate Energy here. We'll take Ancillary Cooldown. Lethal Ambush, getting gold upgrade for that is nice. Skip Reval, Mob. I wanna see if I can get the see if I can get Overdrive preset again. That's the one that I should have gotten earlier. Okay, emergency response is fine. We can sell Fracturing Strike for that. For emergency response. I was hoping we can get the upgrade for Bloodthirsty March. Bloodthirsty March would be good for Jiang Yu since she does have a teleport. Okay, we'll take the upgrade to Fast Prep. There we go, Bloodthirsty March. And I think that's all gold functions now. Yeah, we have all gold functions. It's a bit weird. It looks really weird because we have like all sorts of cards mixed in. But that's 19 gold functions that can kind of work for our team here. We have Connective Matrix, so we're gonna stick everyone together. We'll put Nanaka back on the board. And then we'll have Jiang Yu. Although instead of Lewis, we'll have Undine. And then for the Connective Matrix, the ones we're going to give the max bonus to are going to be Jiang Yu and Angelus. So let's see where this goes. Okay, hold on. That was extremely fast actually. I didn't even get to use Chelsea's assist function there, but yeah, okay. Putting her on the Daredevil Talon was a good choice. That gave us a lot of burst damage. Okay, so max level of 15.5. 570 base function points gives us 6,846. So So on the leaderboard, we're number 3. Yeah, having the small function deck size for special is really bad. 19 is pretty low for special. You'd usually have like above 20, ideally. And especially if we had that 3-second clear, that means that really the only real way I can get even more points is just have more functions. So that's a bit unfortunate. This is also like within the first hour as well, so I don't think I'm going to be staying in the top 10 for the next 2 weeks. I'm probably going to fall off very quickly, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Wherever and whenever you're watching from, have a good day, good night, take care, and thanks for watching.